Hi everybody, this is Y with Shenanigans with the Bergs. I want to welcome you to my channel. If you're returning, thank you, and if you're new, welcome, welcome. Hi guys, Y here, Shenanigans with the Bergs, and I am again coming at you from my office. I seem to be doing that a lot lately. Wonder if that means I'm a workaholic. Possibly. Anyways, it is week 2 of the Diamond Painting with Friends Sugar Skulls and or Halloween edition, and I have a finish for you, and I also have some progress pictures that I received. There's only a few. I will tack them onto the very back of this video. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I really enjoy doing this for you guys. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I bought a lot of Sugar Skull stuff. I really had a lot of fun with this. And I am on to actually, it's not a finish yet. I have a progress on mini Sugar Skulls. She should be done today or tomorrow, and then I'll have a finish for you, and that will show on next week's video. And then I will start my Francesca Studio Works with a bling pack. So yeah, so enjoy the video, and yeah, leave us a comment below. Leave us a pumpkin. Yeah, a pumpkin. There you go. Or a skull. Hi guys, Y here, Shenanigans with the Bergs. And as you can see, I have started the mini Sugar Skull. And I always put 2 rows of these release papers down. And I have used my 2 rows, so I'm going to add 2 more rows. And I thought I'd just kind of chat with y'all while I do it. So when I do this, when I pull the cover sheet down, I put tape on the edge of it so that I know where to stop. It's just my little trick. Everybody does things differently. I do not section with washi tape. In fact, I don't really like washi tape. Most of the time it doesn't stay. But I usually have a little teeny edge on the top of the bottom of my rows that I have sectioned, and they will stick pretty good to the canvas itself. So I don't have any issue keeping it on when I do it this way. But if I section using the top of the release or the cover, I just can't. It just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. So now I just am going to run down the row here and add some release paper. Oh, come on. Somehow it's not straight, and I don't know why. That's all right. It is all right. It is all right. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be sectioned. And here is the last one. I think my release papers weren't the same size, so I'm just using leftover release papers, so they don't match or anything. It really doesn't matter. You're the only one that really is going to see it. And I'm going to have to move my canvas up because 2 rows don't fit in this area. Again, I'm just using a mishmash of papers. That is 2 rows worth right there. And I don't know if you can see it, but I'll pan down here and show you. There is just a little section left at the bottom of that. I'm going to go ahead and leave my cover on it. So let's see how to do this. Okay, so I then use a ceramic pen. So it's just a ceramic. You can't cut yourself. This side doesn't fall onto the floor. So I need to push this up and cut my paper at the very edge of that release paper. You don't have to push very hard. The ceramic will cut through the cover sheet and not through the actual canvas. Whoops. It will cut your release papers though. All right, so there we have it. If I wanted to, I could do this bottom. Let's see if I can. I could do this bottom row first and then move up, which I might just do. As much as I hate putting my hands on the drills, but you can see I am very close to done with this. I'm halfway. Let's bring you back up here. There is Minnie Mouse. Isn't she beautiful? Yes, she is beautiful. And she's holding a sugar skull over here. Yeah, this one's been a lot of fun. So I decided there are 4 canvases I want to put my hands on this month. So the other one is one I hadn't shown you yet. And it is actually a Halloween themed. It is called Conversation. And I did purchase the bling pack to go with it. So this one is just, it's a 20.2 inch by 28.6 inch. So it's not a huge canvas. It's round. It's by Francesca's Studio Works. And I have a bling pack for it. Where here it is. I have the bling pack for it. So I think I'm going to work on that one next while we're still in the month of October. And then I will pull out the one that I have left over from Disney. So let's start at the bottom here. Let's start on this side. So now I can just fold this over and oops, I got to bring you back over here. So we're going to start on this end over here. And start at the bottom and work my way up from the bottom. So this is a square, it's a budget square, so they're not the best at all. But I'm enjoying it because I do love Disney. I am a self-proclaimed Disney freak. And I do love Disney. And this one, it just struck me. I was like, oh my gosh, Minnie Mouse is a sugar skull. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, I hope y'all are doing good. Working on your Halloween canvases for whatever event you're doing. I hope you're doing my event, but not everybody's doing mine, and that's okay. Actually, it's not my event. It is a paint along with Diamond Paint with Friends. We've been around for a little over a year, and we just get together and paint. It's not an event. It's just a bunch of people who get together during the month and paint the same theme. And always there is a host. So I'm hosting the October 2024. If you're watching this, you probably already know this. It's Sugar Skulls and/or Halloween edition of the Diamond Painting with Friends. The hashtag that we have decided on is Diamond Painting with Friends 2024. So if you're interested in seeing some of the things that people have done for the paint-alongs, you can follow that hashtag and on Instagram and YouTube, and it will pull up some of the videos that have been created specifically for the Diamond Painting with Friends 2024. So yeah, I chose this month because I just truly love sugar skulls. And I did purchase the first canvas I did from Art Dot, and it was a sugar skull. And you know, Art Dot needs to stick to accessories instead of diamond paintings. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst I've done by far, but it wasn't the best. It's round. It just, I don't know. I expected more from Art Dot, but you know, they aren't known for their diamond paintings to begin with. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was very, very easy, very, very quick. I got it done in, I don't know, 5 days. Um, and that's me working now, back to work full time. So, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, I personally won't be purchasing any more from Art Dot. Actually, I personally won't be ordering much of anything. I have over 130 diamond paintings in my stash, and I need to start working on them. So my paint-along days will depend on if I have canvases in my stash that meet the theme, because I'm not buying any more. I'm buying one more canvas, but I haven't found the canvas that I want yet. And it's for a paint-along in 2026. So I've got a little ways. But yeah, I just haven't found it yet. I just have not found it. When I find it, it will be like, oh my gosh, I cannot live without this one. And that's just how it is. So I am, uh, I'm a really fast diamond painter, but I prefer squares. Some people say squares slow them down. They don't slow me down. I just keep right on going. Squares I love because at some point they just kind of fix themselves when you get diamonds around them, all the way around them. It just kind of fixes itself. So I'm kind of crazy about needing everything to be perfectly straight and in line. And when I first tried squares, I tried budget squares, and they were awful, 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 awful. I think it was the first diamond painting that I didn't finish. I threw everything away. I mean, it was just awful. And so a friend in the diamond painting community said to me, don't give up just yet. Remember, you get what you pay for. And so I ordered a premium square drill canvas. And now it's all I want to do. It's just all I want to do. So I started off doing budget canvases, lots and lots of budget canvases. This was before I knew about Diamond Art Club or any place like that. So I have done my share of Temu and AliExpress and Diamond Painting Hut, and you know, just all of the to the point where I had 30 or 40 budget. I call them China mail because everybody knows China mail means it's something other than a premium company in the States. And so I had 30 or 40 snack size China mail canvases, and I just donated them because once you have done a premium canvas, it's really hard to go back. But I didn't drink any specific company's Kool-Aid, so I'm not loyal to any one company. I'm not loyal um, to anything other than I am pretty loyal to Square. You know, and there's a big to-do in the YouTube community about unlicensed art, and I am all about, if I like it and I can't find it licensed, then I'm going to buy it. You know, if it's not available and I want to do it, then, you know, it's in my collection. I'm not doing them to sell. I'm not doing them for anybody else. I'm doing them for my own personal enjoyment, my own personal everything. So the fact that it's not licensed doesn't really bother me. I do understand that artists need to be compensated for their work. I do agree with that. But when you can't find it anywhere else, well, what choices do we have? In my opinion, you just go without, I guess. I guess that's how the community might think that you should handle it. But anyways, so I am not a putty person until I found alien putty from Make Your Own Wall Art. Oh my gosh, y'all, it is like the bomb diggity. I have like 6 different kinds, and I love it. I can go days sometimes. It really depends on the drills. But that was one of the things I didn't like about the art dot. The drills were filthy. Like they had a film on them and it was eating putty, wax. It didn't matter what I put on my pen, it just ate it. It was awful. The other thing I didn't like about the art dot canvas was it had, no, that's this one. Sorry. I don't mean to give you bad information or anything. That's this one, not the art dot. This one that I'm working on right now has ABs in it, but I had no idea that it had ABs in it because it didn't tell you anywhere. But when you open the bag to put them on your canvas, it's like, oh, that's AB. So for people like my friend Jen paints with diamonds, she does she places her diamonds in a certain order, and she does the in her section she does all of the ABs together. And if you don't know it's an AB, it's kind of hard to do that. So for her, that would have been very difficult because she has a particular way that she places her diamonds. Me, I just pick, how do I choose which diamonds to do? I just look at the section and I start with the ones that I think I have the most of and just go from there. Doesn't matter to me if it's AB or not. I just take a look at my canvas and pick the one that I think has the most drills. I don't know. How do you choose which color to do on your canvas? Because I know everybody does it differently. And if you use release papers, do you number your release papers and do them in a random order, or do you always start at the same spot every time you start a new canvas? And that's really an interesting question because everybody does their canvases their way. There is no right or wrong. It is whatever you're comfortable with. I don't always start in the same spot, but I don't like to always start at the bottom and then you're having to put your hands, lay your arms on your drills. So I prefer not to have my hands in my drills. So I mostly start from the top because then I can, I have a drafting table. I don't ever draft it. It always stays flat, but I have a drafting table and I can, depending on the size of the canvas, I can usually tuck the bottom up under my table. And when I get up to it, the top just goes over the top of my table. Like a tablecloth. Oh, I'm not done with these. What am I doing? So that's how I do it. I think everybody's way of doing it is differently. I usually start left to right. I have been known to start right to left, but I zigzag. So I'll go right to left and then left to right and then right to left and then left to right until I'm done. And let's see what else. So are you a pen person or are you not a pen person? I have a lot of diamond painting pens, a lot. Okay, I'll show you. I have all of these, and then I have these, and then I have the one that I use. So many of these, this one I won. All the rest of them are either, actually all of the ones in here, except for this one, this is a Temu pen. All the rest of these I purchased. That one I purchased from Diamond Art Club. This one I purchased from Amazon. All the rest of these I picked up off of a D-Stash group, a pen D-Stash. Let me just show you. I have a wooden one. I have a one that's got flowers in it. I have a fancy purple and yellow one. I have a fat purple one. I have a glittery purple one. I have a teal one that is just gorgeous. A blue and silver. This one was given to me by another crafter. I believe it's a Diamond Art Club. And then there's this little fat one. Yeah. So I have all these pens, and I prefer, oh wait, there's one more. One more. And this one. It's like a purpley brown. I prefer to use, let me get these in here so I can put them away. Oh, I just set that on my canvas. I prefer to use this one. I also picked it up in a D-Stash group, and I love it. I didn't think I would like the fat of the pen, but oh my gosh, I absolutely adore it. So I use this one all the time. Why I have all those other pens, I don't know, but it's okay. It's okay. I have never purchased a blank and had it turned for me because I just don't understand that. I don't understand spending $100 for a pen. I mean, I just don't. So you can, sometimes pick up blanks for between $10 and $20, and then they send them to a turner, and depending on how you want it done, dictates how much you're going to pay, and it could be anywhere from 85 to 125 bucks. I just don't get that. Now these, I do not like these at all. I keep this one. I put the squishy on this side, and I just keep it to straighten, and that's it. All the rest of my pens end up in the garbage. Because I don't want them. I don't know anybody else that wants them, and I certainly am not going to ship free pens to somebody. So they end up in the trash. So C is number, oh, look at this, y'all. For my sugar skulls, I filled, I also got a pin. I filled this little bag full of Halloween candies. Oh, come trick or treat at my house. I got the good stuff. Look at this. Snickers and Milky Way and Twix and York peppermint patties and M&Ms, and I think there's 3 Musketeers in here too. Just all the good stuff. So come trick or treat here. I'll give you the good stuff. Yeah. Anyway, it's making good use of my little bucket here, my little cloth bucket. Yeah, sorry. I just had to move it, so thought I would tell you that I had it. C is number 12. Oh, that was the one thing I didn't like about the Art Dot canvas was it came with stickers, and they had the symbol and the DMC code, but not the number 1 through whatever. So when you looked at the legend, you were like, okay, G is number 16. You couldn't look for number 16. You had to say G is number 603, and you had to find 603. It was just very different than what I'm used to. So this one that I'm working on now did not come with any stickers. It didn't come with an inventory sheet. It's China mail. So and it came already bagged. So I am working out of the bags this time. I don't normally do that. I prefer to kit up and use vials. So I am working out of the baggies. And let me tell you, I have mixed drills in the baggies more times than I care to admit. So I've spent more time separating drills because I poured them in the wrong bag. I don't know what it is. It's different, so it's different. It's just different. And so things work differently. So, all right, well, that is about all I have for you today. I'm going to continue to work on this for a little while and see how far I can get before I have to go out running today, because today is training run day. So we have to run for 45 minutes, which is right around 3 miles. And as long as it doesn't start raining, we're good. Otherwise, we'll wait till tomorrow and do it. And then we're going to cook some high protein chicken for dinner tonight. And I think I'm just going to chill out. I had a doctor's appointment today with the back doctor who saw me after the accident and did the 2 procedures on my back. He gave me the go-ahead to start run, that I have the go-ahead from him to be running. So he knows I've already started, but he is very, very happy with the progress that I've made. And there's another video that's going to be put up that has that information from the doctor in it. So it was good news and bad news. And yeah, you can check that video out if you want. If you don't, that's fine too. Anyways, until next time, I hope you have a fab day.